YouTube, how are we doing? We've gotten a review. This is actually the first thing that I've actually ever done. I haven't done a review before, so allow me, yeah? But listen, we've got this beast that arrived today, and everyone has been asking me to, you know, give my thoughts on it, what I think. I've been using Scufs for ages. We've got this one as well. I've got two up there, and this is my first Xbox controller that I've actually tried. So I want to give you guys my opinion. I want to give you guys the review on it quickly. Been playing for about 5 hours now, so I've got a good understanding of how it works. But listen, hit that like button. If we could get this video to 50 likes, then I'll be gassed. If we get for 100, then I'll... Don't worry about what I do. But anyway, it's time. Let's get busy. Hit that like and follow and subscribe button as well, man, if you guys haven't already. And let's get into it. Right, so firstly, I need to apologize. The reason I'm apologizing is because I haven't got one of them fancy cameras at all these YouTubes, and you're not going to see me in 4K and all of that, yeah? But we have got this. Now, if I'm honest with you, the first thing that I was blown away by was the fact of the packaging. They've got this on the back, but you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. Scuf always go above and beyond with Xbox controllers. Here it is. This is exactly how it comes. It comes... And to be fair with you, the first thing I actually noticed, what the hell is this thing? I don't even know what that is. But anyway, that was the first thing that obviously got my attention. Now, when you actually bring the controller out, the thing that actually made me crease, look what they've put on the back of it. They've actually put down like a protective film in the box. Which, if I'm honest with you, I'm a bit blown away because I've never seen that before. But yeah, it is what it is. And then, of course, you get the box. So, just to give you an insight of what comes in the box. Once you take this out, I can get it out. Childish. You get... This is the first thing that I was actually mad surprised with. You don't actually get USB cables with... the Scuf, so I'm actually quite surprised they even gave me this, but it's actually a really nice one as well. It's braided. It's got the Scuf logo on there and everything like that, which is very cool. They also give you an accessories box where you get 2 thumbsticks, which I'll take out in a minute. 2 thumbsticks, and you get a pair of batteries in there, so obviously you can run the Scuf off batteries wireless if you need to. And then you get the box. Box is pretty cool. And then you get, like, yeah, the little introduction and all of that. But who actually reads that? I can't lie. If you do, then that's you. But anyway, the controller. The controller. Now, firstly, again, I'm sorry I can't give you no update on the insights and see all of it in 4K, but this is my controller. You can see how beautiful it is. I've just kept it basic. I do apologize about all the marks there. Obviously, I use Nivea on my hands, you know, yes, like that. You can see the craftsmanship on this thing, man. I'll be honest with you, I was blown away with it. Now, comparing it to my impacts, this is my impacts that I used to use. It's a complete different feel. It's actually much smaller than the impacts, which is quite mad. Because I actually liked the impact, but the only reason I didn't like the normal the normal PS4 FPS controller was because it was too small. With this one, you get literally the best feeling with your hands. That's how I can hold it. Your middle fingers, I've got quite big hands for a small guy, actually sit on the paddles, so you don't actually have to move. Now, one thing that people don't actually realize, these is 4 different buttons for these paddles. So you get one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Yeah, so these 2 are actually 2 different paddles on both sides. Now, one thing I actually noticed as well, when I actually use the controller, you don't actually get the they don't tell you, well, actually no, they do, I just didn't read the manual. You can map these buttons very easily. You simply just press. You have 3 profiles on this controller. Let me just tell you that quickly. You have 3 profiles. Green, red, and blue. Yeah. When you start it up originally, there's not mapped. So you have this button at the back to change your profiles. This one here. And you can literally press it and map the buttons to whatever you want. So I've changed mine to A here, B here, Y here. And I leave that unmapped so I don't actually ever use it. And that way I can jump, knife, mount, whatever I do because I play Warzone. Which is pretty cool, and I love them. Now, second thing I'm going to say, I prefer these triggers over these triggers. The reason I say that is because with these triggers, I find yourself sometimes, although you sit on your middle fingers or index fingers, normally sit on the triggers, but with this, it's so comfortable. And when I play Warzone, I have that for blue. I have that for B, and I have that to play. Yeah. Because my hand's sitting here, if I show you like this, because my finger's sitting here, if I'm mounted, and I need to get down or in prone or whatever, and then I need to plate, I have the plate all option on Warzone. So the fact that I don't even have to move my finger and I can just do that. Oh, my bad. Do that to play is incredible. Bearing in mind, with this one, I would have to get down, then move, and press that to play. See what I mean? So that was probably the biggest game changer for me. I loved it. Second thing I'm going to say, customization. With this, it is incredible. You literally... Sorry, let me just do this without breaking it. You can literally take the front faceplate off. Now, this allows you to change the thumbsticks. As I said, you get 2 thumbsticks, which are in here. I always have a raised thumbstick on my right thumbstick, purely because I slide cancel a lot. And I just like to have that, you know, that movability with wherever I'm using snipers or whatever. That's probably the best thing. It is actually a magnetic faceplate. So as soon as it goes over, it will clip into place, which is absolutely amazing. Another game changer for this. Now, I play Forza, I play other games on, I play loads of games on my PC. So for me, the best thing about this, you know, when you want to play a game like FIFA or whatever it is, and you can't because you've got the magnetic triggers. With this, you can literally... Wait, what side is it? Oh, you literally... With this clip or button or trigger, whatever you want to call it, can turn that into a normal trigger. Flip it again, and it turns into mouse clicks. Now, again, I've got my mouse clicks on my impact. Absolutely amazing. If I'm honest, these triggers are better than the impact. They're much bigger, and you have a lot more movement around it. The bumpers are not mouse clicks, but if I'm honest with you, they're very functional, man. They're massive as well. But yeah, man, all in all, it's just a quick rundown. As I said, there's more in-detailed reviews out there, but I just wanted to give my personal opinion. Again, I'm not sponsored by Scuf in any way, shape, or form, but from my aspect, this is probably the best Scuf controller I've used. I can't really I can't really comment on the durability of it, purely because obviously I've only had it for a couple of hours. But the facts of how it feels and how you can use it is absolutely insane. Also, on top of that as well, the grip is insane. The grip's a little bit different to the one that you have on the impact, if you can see it. Sorry if it's dirty, my bad. It's a little bit different, but it still feels amazing. Still feels amazing. The triggers, that's my only downfall. The triggers on these are a little bit smaller than you find on the impact. You can see, like, with these, they're a lot more round, the dome triggers. But on the impacts, it's a lot bigger. I actually use a concave on the right side. It's still raised, but I use a concave on the right side. But, yeah, just to sum it up, and I'm sorry if I've been waffling. Again, there's a lot more in-depth reviews on the internet, and I apologize I can't give that. I'm new to YouTube, yeah? So hit that subscribe button, and better content will come at some point. But just for everyone that is watching, I would highly recommend, if you're on PC, I would highly recommend one of these controllers. The last thing I'm going to say as well, there is no input delay with this controller. Using this controller for years and then using this, slide cancelling, jumping, crouching, everything is so much quicker with this than it is with this. Now, I know that everyone says it's like 5 millisecond input delay with a PlayStation controller playing through PC. But generally, if I'm honest with you, this feels so much more smoother to play Warzone anyway. Especially with the cable. Because I play wired. I don't like playing wireless. Because imagine you're in a gunfight and then you run out of bullets. Be a dickhead. But look, as I said, I'm going to play the first game with this controller. And let me know what you guys think, man. As I said, I generally love it. I think it's an amazing controller. I wish I could go in depth and show you the ins and outs of everything a little bit more functional, but I don't actually have the camera for that. It's coming, but I don't have it yet. But yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. I would 100% recommend it. I think it is probably the best Scuf controller I have used. If I'm honest, it is going to take getting used to, especially if you're coming from an impact. It is going to take some getting used to, but I love it. I fully love it, and I would recommend it to everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed the review of the controller. For me, I've covered everything I wanted to cover, but don't forget, there is more updated or more in-depth videos on YouTube, so please do check them out. But for me, this is this is it, man. It's a really good controller. I'm going to drop a gameplay of my first game, a clip of my gameplay of my first game on Rebirth on Warzone using the controller, so you guys can get an understanding of how sensitive it is playing. But yeah, really enjoyed making this. If you guys do like the content, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Just want to know, like, over time, if this is going to be more comfortable than like the normal controller, because if I'm honest with you, yeah, it feels nice. Like, I do enjoy it a lot. It is a sick controller, but I just don't know if I like it enough to say I prefer it over the controller. But that's maybe because I'm not used to it.
Right, there's a bicycle right here.
Under hostile fire. You've got gas moving in.
Someone clip it.
Right, they're all in this house.
Stream, watch this. Wait, then, let me just reload and I'm gonna absolutely end his life. Watch this.
In the buy station house.
I told you.
Moving.
Oh, see, for that reason, I like this controller.
Down run. Top floor chasing. Go. Stun. Nice.
If you saw what I just done